challenger from California, do you believe in Mike Ross? And here's a opponent from Japan, last year's champion. Give it up for the beast, Daigo! Let's fight!
So Mike Ross, definitely the crowd favorite in this one. There's Mike Ross.
Maybe a little bit more against a competitor like Daigo. Yeah, Daigo seems to be definitely coming out strong here.
Oh, that could be one. That's a great start to it. The big ultra combo.
I was on a bus and people were asking me about my kids, right? So I started in talking about Jonathan, and then I started talking about Michael. And they said, what does Michael do? And I said, well, to the best of my knowledge, he's a video gamer, right? A professional, if that's what, at the highest level. They said, what is your son's name? I said, his name is Mike Ross. And there's a kid on the bus, and his father asked him, says, hey, Judah. Because Judah's a gamer too. You ever heard of Mike Ross? And the guy looks back and he says, oh yeah, he's big. Okay.
All I'm gonna say is what you could probably witness is you'll see me play online, and then I'll get a message. Then of course he says that honored to anyways, let me see if I can demonstrate some talent. This is the easy part of my job, is demonstrating the talent. I know my laboratory is a mess, but... My name is Mike Ross. I'm 26 years old, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. Some of my hobbies consist of playing guitar. I could be on that all day. What else? I like to, just hang out with my friends and stuff like that. Sometimes we may go to comedy clubs and whatnot, or just have a good night at Roscoe's. God, this dude's a scrub, man. I went to Cal State Los Angeles, got my bachelor's in communications under television and film. I'm really proud about that. I'm also a competitive Street Fighter 4 player, and I play that professionally. This guy did like the scrubbiest tactic ever to beat me. And it worked. And I really hate it when that happens, because it's like these are certain things that only happen online, and a lot of people know what I'm talking about because of like lag and delay or whatever. Okay, he joined me again. So this is good. He joined me again. So all that saltiness you saw with my head on the floor, I'm gonna prove that he sucks when I play him this time. I actually started when I was 3 years old because I had like broken my leg trying to imitate Tony Hawk skate moves. I had VHS tapes, me and my brother, and then we were actually next door in the front yard, and we grabbed a skateboard, and he tried to like throw the skateboard at me, and I tried to jump on it and try to do some cool stuff.
One leg ends up catching on the board, the other's like still on the sidewalk, so it's like his legs pretty much split apart, and that's how he like broke his leg as a kid.
It was minor, but it turned out to be something quite major. He had a hairline fracture in one of his, in one of the bones in his leg. So they immobilized him. They put him in a full-body cast for over 3 months. And my dad felt like really bad for me. Obviously, I know it sucks, but I didn't really care too much because I don't know what kind of stuff I'm truly missing. He was in a wheelchair, as a way to get around. And what we did was we bought him a Nintendo.
So we got heavy into like all the old school Nintendo games, like your Balloon Fight, Excite Bike,
Duck Hunt, Mario Brothers, Mach Rider, Gumshoe, a bunch of old school original games and stuff like that.
and he mastered it. Okay, Michael scored 1 million points on Super Mario Brothers, and we kind of figured he was pretty good. And a few years later, after he got out of the cast, he continued to play the video games, and he became really adept at one of those basketball games. And my recollection of that, the best I have, is that he entered in a tournament over at Blockbuster Video right near the house. He was about 8 years old, and I remember him playing against teenagers, right? 16, 17-year-old kids coming in there playing this tournament, and Michael, wound up beating all of them. And you'd hear in the background this voice, "He's on fire!" And in the foreground, you see all these people that are watching him, and they're saying, "Come watch this little kid, right? This guy is good, right? He's kicking the crap out of everybody in there." That was fun to watch, because he was my son, little tiny guy, because he was always small for his age, and at that time, and it was just fun to watch him beat up on people that age him. That's all. I thought it was great.
My dad is a crazy version of me. I can be crazy at times. He's just got the crazy on 24 hours a day. My dad is, really cool and tolerant with what I do and stuff like that. He completely supports my Street Fighter stuff. And my mom, she's definitely my biggest inspiration. She passed away in 2008. But she is definitely my big influence still. I'm always having her in mind on everything. And my brother is just a huger version of me. My brother doesn't game or anything. He just criticizes me. So I always look to him for guidance, even though he's super hard on me. He just wants to make sure that I don't do anything stupid. But, that's my family. They're here to look out for me.
That's the way to slug them, though, dude. Yeah. Way to go.
He's always been pretty good when it came to the hand-eye coordination. Growing up, when it came to sports, he was really good at baseball. When it came to second base, shortstop, things like that, he'll catch everything. And same with his hitting, it was really good as well. But then I think somewhere along the line, whether it was from injury or just the loss of interest, because he loved the games but hated the actual practice of the repetition from sports practicing.
If he were a bigger kid, he probably would have played high school football or something like that. But he's very agile. He's very quick, in short movements like that. So I wouldn't say that he could have used that to go on to become a Street Fighter, professional or anything like that, because I didn't know. But I could see why he's probably good at it, because he is pretty adept physically,
My most famous moment, I guess, the thing that really established me was the second place at GameStop. That was a tournament where every GameStop in the U.S. had tournaments at their stores that you can compete in, and the top 16 would get flown to San Francisco to, basically put on a show for everybody and play for the grand prize, which was a Street Fighter 4 arcade machine. That values at it values for a good amount of money. There was about 100,000 people that entered that tournament across the United States. But I got second place, and from that, people said, who is this Mike Ross guy? I turned a lot of heads with that one.
I've known him since 2001 when we both started competing at around the same time, and as good as he was only considered maybe a threat. He wasn't really considered an odds-on favorite.
He beats top players but doesn't win all the time. He's very exciting to watch play.
I didn't necessarily win a bunch of tournaments. I've won tournaments.
Mike's been all over the place, because people at one point would call him Mike lost. People troll that all the time. Oh, Mike lost. You know what I mean?
One of my favorite prizes, even though I've won, a couple sticks. I love all the sticks that I won. These tournament edition Mad Cat sticks. These are the best sticks available. I didn't have an Xbox for 2 months, and Halloween tournaments. Actually, I went longer, I think, without an Xbox. But I won this one. People tried to come after me for this video battle opera title, but you're never taking it. The title is mine. This is my belt, Street Fighter 4. And that's, after I won this, I retired from those tournaments so that I can never give it up. For the most part, it's just that I was usually a consistent player. I always did well at every single tournament. We're going to be heading to San Diego today for a two-person team tournament. It's a team tournament. And my partner lives in San Diego. He told me to come down because we should get a free win. So that's why I'm going. But it's never free. We got some competition down there. We'll see what happens. Shady K he's the secret weapon of San Diego. Like nobody.
Best kept secret.
He's the best kept secret of San Diego. They didn't come down here for a second. Even though there's some problems in the tournament, it's like we should be okay. As long as we just do what we always do, then we should be fine. As long as we don't get distracted up here. That's good. That's a shame.
Yeah, popular guys come inside, motherfucker.
Talking to you, not me. You ain't talking to me.
We're going SBO style. That means the first person on Team A plays the first person on Team B. Second person on Team A plays second person on Team B. And then if you need another game, then the winners play out.
First place prize, it's like there's 26 teams here, so it's like 70% of the money goes to first place.
Third place gets a handshake from me. So
Job working for that one.
try to come in first.
Street Fighter is a video game where it puts one player against another, and they pick their guys who they want to beat the other person up with, and that's pretty much all it is. You got your characters, you go at it, and you keep fighting until one of them's knocked out. The best way for me to describe Street Fighter to somebody who's never seen it before, it's very basic. At the beginner level, you can say it's like checkers. You know, you got your pieces, you got one side, you got the other side. I have my character, they have their character, and then you just keep moving your pieces around or throwing around different attacks until you've defeated the other player.
Here you have your two characters. They have their life bars. So the point of this game is to keep attacking your opponent until you drain their entire life bar. When you drain their entire life bar, you win the round. Every match, you have to win 2 out of 3 rounds.
Some would argue as, you know, the more you play the game, it gets more advanced, and that's why I would say it would turn into chess. That's when you have to know your opponent, you have to know where they want to move, you have to know when they want to move, which pieces at what time. In other words, you have to know what character wants to do a certain attack at what point and what time, and you have to be ready for it and be able to react in time to counter their move.
We got Mike Ross versus Viscant. Mike Ross playing his signature Honda. First match, only match. Let's see how it goes.
Well, I didn't see it coming. You know, I thought by now Street Fighter would be dead. I would have thought, oh man, this thing, how long can you play that arcade game? But all of a sudden, it seems like it's going through a rebirth.
The first Street Fighter came out sometime in the early 90s, and when it came out, it became a huge success. You know, people were saving quarters nonstop just to make sure they can run to the liquor store, the gas station, wherever arcades had the game, and you know, they would just play and play and play. And because of its success, they kept making newer versions of Street Fighter since the early 90s, and they sort of slowed down in 2000, and it took them 9 years until they released Street Fighter 4, and now the game is bigger than it's ever been. You know, now with everybody having a home console, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, the game is released to everyone at home. You know, anybody can just go out in the store and just buy it, so you don't have to save up your quarters anymore. Now all you need is, you know, your controller or your joystick, whatever you're comfortable with, and you know, anybody can play it anytime, anywhere.
That slide is free. A lot of people don't know Neutral Fierce Punch doesn't hit low.
Gotta see what Mike does now. Oh, Mike, wow. Wow, Mike Ross, everybody.
My main character in this game is E Honda, and you know, he's a sumo wrestler guy, and I just picked him because, you know, he does a lot of damage. He hits hard. His only problem is that it's hard for him to get in on other characters, but when he does get in there, he's in there.
Okay, so he plays E Honda, which is typically like a slower or more defensive character. Mike plays him like he's not a huge, fat sumo wrestler. Mike plays him like he's like this little nimble, agile character, but he's not.
He was considered a great player. He was probably considered the best Honda in the US, but the problem with that is that Honda was considered a bad character.
Most people don't play Honda that way. That's pretty much the point. So Mike has a very flashy style, I guess you could say, or he has a very exciting style.
Oh, nice. Yep. All right, that's the first match, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so we got Mike Ross coming up on the left. Watts looking confused here, walking into a lot of Stan Pearson. Oh, very nice backdash. Very nice. Oh, wow.
That was just style.
Yeah, I just hear the heckling from here.
I know, but I had to stop.
And the older one, I'd say Abel was barely better.
Me and Combo Fiend go back since 2001 or 2002. You know, in 02, we were just like rivals. You know, after a year or two, then people started talking. And like the way we are now, you know, now we're just good friends outside of the game. So, you know, this community is good like that. Meet good people. We haven't played in 2 months, so now I'm curious to see what happens. That's why I said I just want to play him, see how it goes. If I beat him, then I know nothing's changed. I'm still better. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I mean, if I had to guess, his competitiveness probably came because, like, he was never the type, he didn't want anybody to go easy on him just because he was younger or smaller than the rest of us. Like, I've always been extremely competitive, but then our other cousins are also extremely competitive. So, him being the younger one, he always had to, like, be even more competitive, even stronger, faster, quicker, just to hang with the rest of us. So I just think now kind of all pays off to where he has that whole sort of fight instilled inside of him.
All right, so we've got Combo Fiend versus Mike Ross.
Mike playing very strong.
We've got Mike
here.
Ross just going at it. Oh. Now Mike Ross is not holding down back. And
So that Sean kick, very good for Abel. And the other thing is, headbutts leave the ground really slow. So at that range, say you try to do jab, you just grab the other jab headbutt.
Oh, okay.
You want, Peter turns it on.
All right, Mike Ross looks angry.
I didn't want a fucking headbutt right here. I didn't want a headbutt. I'm telling you, I did not want the headbutt. And the fucking headbutt came out. I was like, that's fucking Ocho.
He actually doesn't take losing that bad. I mean, he gets mad because, you know, you work so hard, but he doesn't let it eat him alive to where it's just like he'll be mad about it for days and days and days. He gets over a loss pretty quickly.
I'm really upset. I'm really upset. That's what you get down in Shady.
All right, next up.
Mike's just silent on him right now. Oh, he threw him out of the step start. Nice, Mike Ross.
Wow, bringing it back, Mike Ross.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, and that's it. Game over.
Shady K and Mike Ross has taken the tournament. Guys, I'd like to thank you for watching the stream, all 704 people.
Yes, me and my partner got first place. Shady K. It was a tough uphill battle. I won $73. Like I said, I found out it was a $5 entry tournament. However many people. So we've been here for like, let me check. It's 12 o'clock. The tournament started at about 8. 4 hours. A little under 20 an hour. It's kind of trash, but you know, it's like I don't care because this isn't the main source of income, but it helps. You know, it's just side change to have fun, and this is a small tournament. Bigger tournaments, first place you get like 2,000. So I'm cool with my $70 today, though. I can spend it and go eat a nice meal, nice steak dinner. For side money, I do videography, and there's a company that I've been doing a lot of video jobs for, weddings, parties, music videos, and stuff like that. But doing videography on the side, I enjoy it a lot.
Michael majored in radio and TV broadcasting in school, and my wife and I used to always tell him, "Man, you're on the wrong side of the camera." You know?
Good big. Guess who's here, everybody? Your favorite hero. Listen to the audience.
Michael would see something, whether it be a stand-up comedy routine, and he would just like memorize the dialogue and then start incorporating his own things into that. So if we ever had a camera rolling, he'd just all of a sudden snap into character.
Playgrounds, they're a mess. It's time to get down and party. I'm talking to kids for crying out loud. You don't understand what I'm saying.
He enjoyed the attention and acting hilarious and doing his stand-up comedy and things like that for his friends and family, but it wasn't anything he wanted to do as a job necessarily.
He doesn't look for that spotlight, right? If it found him, he would probably excel at it, right? But he's not the kind of guy that's going to go looking for something like that. I think right now his whole preoccupation is with the video gaming.
Easy one for me to say, like if I had a choice between getting a paycheck for gaming or getting a paycheck for videography, it'd be gaming any day. You know, it's way more, you know, that's me. I woke up extra early because I've been waking up early all week. Been tired as all get out, but I had to wake up so I could get ready to drive down to Arizona, which I am here. I left at good Cali weather to come to a spot where it's 94 degrees at night. I'm here because it's a devastation weekend, as they call it, and it's Arizona's biggest tournament. And right now I feel like I'm going to get last place because I haven't slept. I haven't been thinking about the tournament. I've been busy with a lot of other stuff during the week. I'm just like dead tired right now, and I got to be up in a few hours to check in for registration. I feel terrible this morning. I woke up every hour, but I'm listening to my music right now. That's an instant power-up. You got your song going, how can you lose? Like, I can get last place and still feel like I won as long as my song is playing. It doesn't matter.
Do you really mean that?
No, I don't really mean that.
Do you have any idea who's gonna be there today that you know?
Combo Fiend is going to be there. You saw him in San Diego. This dude, Marn, he's from everywhere, Texas, New York, just travels all over the place, goes to whatever tournament he feels like, whatever he feels like. Alex Valle is going to be there. You never met him, but Alex Valle is currently labeled the king of SoCal, the king of LA, because he always wins all the tournaments down there when he enters. But he says he's coming here to Devastation to get first place. We'll see about that.
This is best of 3 right now. All right.
It's Ryu. He obviously has been studying my YouTube videos. Yes, what are you calling me? Alright, I'll be right back. BRB, guys. I just want to shout out the Street Fighter match real quick. That's all I want to do.
I would just say, whoever's gearing up our matches, we go ahead and tell me, Mike, and talk a little bit about why they're picking these particular characters. Like, why are these considered the
for people who just are completely new to Marvel? We got Magneto on the left. Magneto has infinites.
I'm not 100% sure, but there's a guaranteed prize amount. It's like for $1,500 to $2,000. Yeah, for first place. Second place is probably like 700 something, and then it pays 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th get paid, but it's just a pat on the back. You definitely feel tension, and you can get the nerves can get the best of you, and that's where players like me and other players that have been playing for a long time, whenever they play somebody new, they know that already. Like, I know that if I play somebody new, there's a good chance that they're going to be nervous like crazy, and they're going to be shaking at the joystick. And I'll be fine because I can just tell myself, I remember what that was like, when you're kind of nervous like that. It's like me, I'm not nervous, I'm just anxious, like I'm ready to play, I'm pumped up. That kind of affects you too, though. You might be too too hyped up and you might, mess up something, because you're just too anxious. Obviously, this is why I drive to Arizona for it, because I love it so much. I love that rush, that adrenaline rush.
You have to have a particular setup for that. With Ultra 2, you have more options. If you can land it straight, you have more options.
I gotta play Juicebox Abel next.
He could do better.
I don't want to lose this. I really don't.
Kids,
I'm gonna be really mad.
Specific. It definitely.
So I think that this one is going to be a great one. This is actually a quarterfinal matchup, so the winner of this match guarantees a spot in the top 8 for the finals that'll take place tomorrow, and likely to be facing Valle.
Abel's grapple solid player.
Applying a little bit of pressure there.
So now Juicebox applying pressure with the low kicks and the stand forward, cancel into EX overhead hit.
Twice Rock has done that right there. And Mike Ross not very happy about that, and that is going to end it to give Juicebox the first game. Right now, Juicebox with that advantage, I got to imagine that he's going to feel a lot more comfortable with that huge health advantage he's got over his opponent.
So Mike Ross really suffering here, really not responding to the pressure that Abel is applying.
Well, Mike is low. He decides to move in. And Juicebox is going to find himself in the semifinals. Now, Mike Ross is not out of it. He's just down in the loser's bracket. Just means that his job's going to be a little bit tougher. And now we're going on to Valle versus Bucktooth. And this match will determine who will go on to face Juicebox.
Are you more mad at him or are you mad at yourself?
Mad at Next. I don't know. Mad at the game. That's a horrible match.
I feel so bad.
It's a horrible match for Honda.
Yeah, you gotta walk into my shit.
I wanted to play Valle so bad.
We'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. Give that man a stick.
Thanks for coming.
I want to see combos here over here.
I'm gonna make it.
All right, guys, stock up. I need all you guys to stock up right now. Yes, come on back.
He almost beat a combo.
We're going to go live with Mike Ross versus Mr. SNK. Remember, folks, these are important matches because the loser will go home. Only the winner advances to stay alive in this tournament. Mike Ross in that first round was a little bit aggressive, and now he's kind of like backed off a little bit.
He's just hanging on the life lead. Mike Ross counters with the EX headbutt cleanly.
And Mike Ross will take that first matchup.
If he eats another one of those chip 100 hands, that's it.
Oh! Man, and he is 0 for 3 for those today, unfortunately. So Mike Ross starting out game number 3, and it is a very, very important game here in the grand scheme of these lower brackets. And now Mike Ross is on game point. Ooh, Mike Ross may just seal the deal with that one.
Now Mike just sitting back. He doesn't have EX smears.
There it is. There it is. I think Mike Ross giving a bow there.
Out of like 200 entrants, I did make it into top 8. So that was the goal. Now I'm still in Arizona. Don't have to go back to LA. I take losses horribly. And when I lost to that one, I was ready to go home, obviously, because at that point I didn't feel like I wanted to play anymore in the tournament because I didn't want to stay, like possibly lose again. And the main reason why I definitely would have lost my next match is because in my mind I was still thinking about my previous loss. So, like, I was just gone. But fortunately, I pulled it together stuck through it and played and won. I mean, I'm still not happy. I'm still upset because now it's just one more loss and I'm out of the tournament. You know, realistically, I know my chances are still good. It's just a matter of if I play right and if I don't psych myself out. As long as I don't do that, then I'm still in a good position.
All bets. You take all bets.
He's got Martin right here. Right here. I got Martin.
This should be an interesting matchup. Both players so respecting of the other player.
Combo Fiend doing whatever he can to work himself out of that corner. Mike Ross not trying to let him get there. Guy dropping in, paying him a visit. There it is.
Mike Ross takes that first game.
So Combo Fiend thinking that Ross is going to actually put something out, waking up the EX Tatsu.
See if Combo Fiend can keep Mike Ross at bay this time around. Mike Ross up 1 game. Loser goes home. Winner advances to fight the winner of Filipino Chance versus Alex Valle.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Ooh. Oh. Mike Ross. Win that one. And that means that Mike Ross will go on to face the winner of Filipino Champ versus Alex Valle.
There's a lot of good players here, but they don't really consider themselves the best. They feel they're good players, but they don't go around telling other people that, you know, that they are just the hottest. So I just want to beat Alex just to beat Alex.
Because he does that.
He does, yeah. He feels himself on high levels in ways that he's probably not even aware of that he's feeling himself. So I just want to try to humble that down.
Mike Ross versus Alex Valle. One of these top 4 players is going home.
All right, Alex Valle opening up the round with a DP. All right, coming in with a little bit of aggression.
Forward, not getting trapped by Dugan.
Alex fishing for the cross-up. Oh, very nice. Are we going to get it again? Yes, just trademark that. Signed, Alex Valle.
XOXO. Oh, it's 2 out of 3. Yeah, it's currently 1-0. Valle. Uh-oh.
Oh! Let's go, baby.
Crushed.
Mike Ross had to be really careful here.
No, if Alex would have chosen the mid-air strong, he could have set it up for that.
Ultra.
Yeah, here we go again. EX 100 hands.
So
keeping that combo
EX
going.
To the normal, to the standing round.
And 18, and it all connected. Alex is telling him, give me a reason. Give me a reason to give you this DP. There he goes. Oh. Oh, not a cross-up situation. Oh. He gave him a reason. Still got a little bit of health left. Now Mike Ross with a full ultra meter.
Mike Ross has to get in order to use
he does.
it.
Yeah, and he has not had luck with that.
Oh! But well played. And Alex Valle moves on.
I lost to the guy I wanted to beat. I lost to both people I wanted to beat. Really salty right now, not happy. But then again, you know, 4th place is not bad. It just sucks knowing that, like, if I got past that hurdle, I probably would have beat my next hurdle and could have won. It just sucks knowing that you're so close to winning.
And Vaughn wins Devastation 2010.
The only times where like a loss will be a little bit more serious to him is if it's either against a certain person or just a certain situation where the odds were stacked up against him, and there was so much disbelief that he could ever even get that close that it becomes a personal mission of his to really win this situation. And those are the times when I can tell it's a little bit more than just a win or loss to him. There's just something much greater on the line.
I'm sitting there like, I was thinking to myself too, I'm like, how am I going to get this? Like, if I dash...
He might punch a hole through something real quickly, or I hear like joysticks slamming against things, and I know like, oh, that was a very serious loss.
I didn't prepare enough. I haven't like sat down and had like super hardcore practice sessions like I used to do back in the day, so I just realized that I need to go back into lockdown mode, lock myself in the basement for about 2 weeks, possibly 3 weeks before EVO in Vegas. And then that way when I show up at EVO, I can just be a monster and wreck everybody.
EVO is the largest fighting game tournament in the world. When they started, they had like, I don't know, like 40, I don't know how many people they had, like a couple dozen people show up. Now, 10 years later, they have, 5,000 people show up and 2,000 of them are entered into the tournament or whatever. There's like a lot of people.
The only reason why EVO is so big, like considered the best tournament, is because they bring all the players. They get the largest number, the largest turnout.
It's the only thing of that magnitude in the fighting game community, and so many players go. I mean, you have players coming from all over the world. If you can do well at EVO, you are some of the best players in the world, like the top 1%.
I'm nervous like crazy about EVO. Due to my circumstances last year, I didn't have my head in the right place, so I barely was playing the game. I went to EVO last year. I lost my first match, won my second, lost my third match, and then I was out. That was my EVO experience. You wait a year to win one game, and that's it. That sucks. I don't know who's going to be at EVO. I know there's like over 2,000 people, supposedly. So I got to be ready for all of them. In the past 2 weeks, I've been playing a little bit more than I normally would before EVO. Because normally before EVO, I wouldn't play at all. And I would tell myself, oh, that's the right thing to do. Like, just go in there fresh, clean, don't overdo it. But now, it's the exact opposite. Let me just play as much as I can without driving myself crazy. Before, I've been good at my other games, but not like this. And this year I actually have a chance to do really well. And what's at stake is never been this much. They got G4 TV that's going to do the coverage at the event. And they're going to do a 30-minute special on TV about it. So we're finally getting even more exposure. Top 8 gets a special limited edition gold joystick. It sounds nerdy as all get out, but hey, to say I have a gold joystick, I'm gonna go nuts. I'm not gonna play on it, I'm gonna hang it up on my wall. And it'll say 1 of 24. You know how sick that is? And on top of that, there's like $20,000 at stake. So that's a pretty big payout. I do not expect to continue this for longer than 1 more year. I say like 1 more year would be my absolute cutoff. And of course, if nothing's happening by then that's it, I gotta stop. Like, I can't keep doing it. I think for myself, it would just feel like I'm wasting my time. Even though I'm having like fun right now, it's cool right now while I'm having fun, but you gotta get serious, of course, too. The only way I would keep going is if there's like real money being thrown around. I mean, $100 here and there is cool. You can eat and stuff like that. Big tournaments, $1,000 gets thrown around. That's cool, but you have to work so hard just to get like, $2,000 or something. Like I said, ideal job would be holding a camera for a David Letterman type show. That's my job. I show up, I hold the camera, I go home, and then I'm done, and that's it. That's my paycheck. As long as I got my priorities in life straightened, as long as I got all of my goals, and I'm I got a good job going and everything like that, then yeah, I can do this on the side. But if I'm trying to do this as a main thing, nah, that's crazy. every day. Even got to play last night, so I feel more warmed up, more prepared. Tired as all get out. I got like 4 hours of sleep. That's not enough, but everybody else in there got either 4 or less, so I got to capitalize on that. I've never been in a tournament this big in my life, but we'll see what happens.
Can I shake your hand? Man, Johanna is awesome. Thanks, man.
I like walking around the lobby and seeing players sleeping. It lets me know that they ain't ready. They're not prepared. EVO's the biggest of the biggest of the biggest tournaments. That's when everybody from not just the US but all over the world come for various fighting games. There's 16 pools with 128 people in each pool. 128, give or take, a few. That's about 2,000 players. It's a double elimination tournament, meaning there's a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket, so you can lose once, and if you lose twice, you're out of the tournament. Bam, there you
Thanks,
go.
Man.
There you go, dude.
Yep.
Good luck in the tournament today.
Yeah, you too.
All right, thanks.
You come in here, you're an amateur gamer, you want to meet the best, and he's one of the best. I'm from Minnesota, so it's kind of harder to see the bigger players. It's nice to come out here and, at least meet them. It's kind of the reason you play. You want to get good.
If I don't lose a match, all I need to do is beat 6 straight people to get to Saturday. And Saturday is top 32.
Tom Cannon, please report to Tatsunoko, Pool 4.
So it looks like it's going to be Mike Ross on player 2 here.
Yep, Mike Ross, very famous SoCal Honda player, probably one of the top Honda players in the country. Now, one thing I will say about Mike Ross, he uses Honda very differently than most Hondas that I know. Honda's a very defensive character, but Mike Ross loves to go on the offense with Honda.
Ricky O putting on a good show here so far.
Now, smart play from Ricky here. Just kick it back there.
Switch up the rhythm, let Honda come to you.
Yep, Honda can't build any meter. Let's see if Mike Ross can actually make an adjustment.
Bison successfully blocking and closes out with a big stand roundhouse. Put Mike Ross on early notice. Mike maybe not quite sure what, I'm sure he knows what to do, but not reacting quite quickly enough in some circumstances. Ricky all over him here. Nice read. Ooh. Very dangerous to headbutt.
He's all over him. Yes.
Mike Ross is in serious danger here. Oh, nice.
One chance.
He went for that big.
Oh, that's all lead. Yes, Mike Ross.
And the crowd.
He's not quite dead. Safe jump in. Hands blocked.
Oh, no.
Psychic headbutt. Mike Ross off his feet.
Mike Ross jumping around, feeling it. Both players with incredible comebacks. Round 1 to Rick Dio, round 2 to Mike Ross. Let's see who can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, the mental game is now reset. Everybody's hyped.
Yeah, get him, Mike. Go, let's go.
Still anybody's game. both playing a little loose here, so it's really anything can happen. Whoa! He attempted Ultra and teleport.
Yeah.
That is not the correct counter.
Right.
And it was another nice read by Ricky O, but executionally didn't quite
he was
get it
aiming
out.
for that. That's unfortunate.
Mike Ross gets away with a little something there. He was really.
You're not gonna teleport back on. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, don't do that, yo.
I got impatient. I kept moving at him, and I was like, wait a minute. You know, and I hear people telling me in the crowd too, it's like, you gotta hold down back. That's what I'm supposed to do, and I wasn't doing it. I was like, you know what? As long as I just play correct the way I'm supposed to play, there's no way I should do it. That's right.
You pulled it out.
No,
you pulled it out.
Yeah.
Hey, you pulled it out.
Daryl was mad as hell. I was
Thank you.
He's like, that is not what we practiced. I just qualified in winners, so now I'm top 32. Now, I'm excited, but I'm not, that's not what I came here for. I wanted to get top 8. If I can do that, you're going to see me be the happiest man in the world. I will do cartwheels, backflips, jumping jacks, naked. So I can't wait. The reason why I play this game is, first off, it's fun. That obviously, if a game's not fun, you ain't going to play it. I also wouldn't play it if there was only, a scene of like 3 players that played it. That's why you don't see people walking around carrying a tic-tac-toe board, challenging people on the streets. Nobody plays that. But everybody knows how. Anyways, okay. It's good competition because, when it's just, I guess it's the male competitive nature or something, but I guess that's not really true because there's females that play it too. A whole lot coming from all over the world. I think I just like playing the game, and I think it's fun to be able to say that you're good at something, right? Because if I sucked, would I still be playing? To talk more about one of the reasons why I play this game, at West Coast Warzone, a tournament or whatever, I had just lost a match, and I went outside and I was super mad, and I was like, why am I playing this stupid game? Like, I'm just wanting to stop playing this game until the next version comes out, so it's more balanced, whatever. And I kicked one of the doors down. I was mad. I was just mad. I turned green, veins started popping out, but some dude came up to me and talked to me and said, like, you're Mike Ross, right? Not while I'm steaming mad, but I was still pretty mad. I was like, yeah, what's up, man? And he just wanted to tell me, like, he shook my hand. He said, it's so nice to meet you. My name is so-and-so, and, I came out here from Texas. I'm a cancer patient. While I was in the hospital, the doctors didn't give me any time. Like, they said I was going to die or whatever. But I still had a laptop, and I was really into Street Fighter, and I was watching your videos. And, I said, I'm going to play this game when I get out of the hospital. I'm going to pick E Honda. This dude tells me that, like, he's supposed to, the doctor said he was going to die. He survived, and he's out there playing E Honda because he was watching my videos. Do you know what kind of feeling that brought to me? Like, I'm a grown man. I'm about to cry in this guy's face, thinking that's like, it's like the most amazing thing I ever heard. Because I can relate. I lost my mom to cancer, so I know how serious that is and what kind of situation he must have been in. So when he's telling me that, I'm just like, all right, why would I stop playing this game? I never know who's out there that might like it, might say, this is entertaining, I'm gonna play your character because you play it, it's affecting people everywhere that I'm not aware of. That's real. That's pretty sick. I spent more time than I've ever had at anything getting mentally ready for this tournament. The mental preparation, I went through a whole nother journey. You got to account everything into it. Evo, has been around. You got to remember how you did previous years, and since last year was the worst Evo for me of my life, I had to come in around this time with a whole new mindset, a whole new attitude, not letting any negative energy get to me. I just had to stay focused.
Once again, all Super Street Fighter 4 finalists, please come to the front up here where I can see you.
If you're ready for some Super Street Fighter, make some noise! On the left and right.
Everybody up here really knows what they're doing and is able to make those split-second adjustments and read the mind of their opponent.
And we have one of the biggest surprises in the tournament in the winner's bracket, J.R. Rodriguez.
People underestimate him. He's really shown that he has earned a place on the stage. Let's see what he can do against Mike Ross.
Yeah, and the Raging Demon is definitely a very scary weapon that sometimes I feel like some Akumas underutilized.
And again, let's see if Mike Ross can make the adjustment. He may have some experience against JR as another Southern California player.
And you know JR is going to be looking for that. Nice combo there for
Beautiful
Mike Ross.
stuff, beginning, of course, with that jumping strong.
Mike Ross likes to play offense with Honda. And so far, it's been working.
Let's see if JR's got some gas left in his tank.
Oh! Not sure what he was going for there.
I think that was going to be jab, jab, walk up, Raging Demon. I think that was the plan. Mike Ross was just going to have none of that. JR in a strong position to take this round.
See if Mike can make some magic happen. Wow, I don't know what JR was thinking there. He looked like he might have had a free combo on Honda.
JR making
JR Rodriguez, Raging Demon specialist.
But you know what?
Finally breaks one out for us.
That was only a half full ultra, so it didn't do that much damage, but that did and took the rest of the life off. And J.R. Rodriguez has tied it up 1-1.
Mike Ross looking like he was really in control of this entire game. We've seen it turn back around.
This room is almost silent. This crowd, as we were panning around showing you, is absolutely riveted. Is this match point?
Match point for J.R. Rodriguez.
This is match point.
Trying to bait it out.
I've seen him use that trick before. I know it's in his tool bag.
But Mike Ross jumps straight up instead of forward. Oh no!
No, what's going to happen here?
Got it out. Mike Ross. Oh,
Very
he's got him.
pressure. Could be it.
Oh.
No, does not complete with the standing roundhouse.
He was worried that. Mike Ross pulls it off.
Mike Ross reads the jump, reads the demon foot.
Mike Ross came within pixels of destruction.
That last one?
He's always got a backup plan, and so he's always very good at adapting to the situation, no matter what the odds are, no matter how bad the situation looks.
He's known for having really great comebacks.
Mike can still find a way to come out on top.
I was trying to play safe. I was trying to play reckless. I was trying to feel out the other opponent. And it cost me, some close calls. It made me some close calls, but I feel I played the best I've ever played in my life up here. I didn't ask to win the tournament. I just wanted top 8. For me to ask to win the tournament is I have to be, comfortable with my skill level. And I feel that I am a decent player, but I don't know if I'm on Daigo's level. I know I'm not on Justin Wong's level and, some of the other players, but I do feel like I did deserve to get top 8. Like I could work hard enough to get that.
It's not even
Mike Ross and who?
Shit. I don't mention it often, but I had made a promise, not really a promise, but I had asked, my mom for help. I said, all I want to do is get top 8 this year. And, I just sat down and really asked, talk to her. I still talk to her, and I said, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But if you want me to get top 8 this year, I'm going to do everything I can to do it.
So how would you guys feel about a little winner's bracket action?
I think it's time to get back to the winner's bracket.
Let's talk about it. We got Mr. Mike Ross rocking the craziest Honda ever.
Mike Ross is one of the most aggressive Hondas we've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
It's been unbelievable.
Every win from now on
he's
makes
considered
him
a
top
turtle
8.
character.
So here we go on the left. Make some
As
noise.
they're announcing here,
for Mike Ross.
over the house audio, everyone who wins from this point out is in the top 8. Oh boy, they're the
And his
finalists.
opponent, Dr. Chaos.
Dr. Chaos, greatest Ken player so far. Oh, nice read from Dr. Chaos, and he's going to complete that combo. Wow, tricky.
That was sneaky.
Goes for the short hurricane. Oh, fake cross-up. Double tricks from Dr. Chaos. Wow,
A medium forward that time into another throw.
Mike Ross being demolished here. I got to feel bad for him in this situation. Dr. Chaos
Shenanigans.
Dr. Chaos pulled out, I think, 8 tricks there. All of them worked. You're now thinking about what just happened, trying to process that, and that opens the possibility for something else even worse about to happen.
It's a constant battle of tug of war with, the player's mind.
Mike Ross wasn't ready for that in round 1, but in round 2 he's loaded with a little ammo. That we like to call.
If I pull a little bit, let me see how you respond. How strong are you going to pull back? And then if I see, oh, you're just going to let me get away with whatever I want, I'll just take one big yank and just, pull it out.
Clutch EX headbutts to throw Ken away.
And now slight lead to Mike Ross, but he seems to have found his footing. Nice mental adjustment from Mike. Very impressive.
My Honda versus Dr. Chaos's Ken. He made it the furthest. He's got the best Ken in the U.S. right now. However, I have a lot of practice against Ken, so I felt like, I didn't go into the match saying, I wonder what he's going to do.
Missed opportunity there possibly for Mike. Wow, I like that bold dash in.
Very bold dash, did not pay off. Round apiece. Nobody's won a game yet. We just started.
Oh, no! Wow, silences him out of the air.
However, I see why he's the best Ken in the U.S. because he hit me with some of the trickiest stuff that other Kens weren't doing.
All the follow-ups, Ken.
Wow!
Nice.
Oh!
Not over.
Wow! Okay. Unbelievable. Nice carrot throw. Beautiful stuff from Dr. Chaos. Really making the most of his opportunities. Staying very mentally composed this whole way.
And what I realized what I needed to do is figure out how to shut that down.
He's got a huge life lead. Uh-oh, Dr. Chaos is coming back. There's a
mix-ups.
Mike Ross getting that EX headbutt to get him out of the fake cross-up attempt.
Crumples and sweeps him out of there. Mike maybe said, maybe I wanted a better combo than that, but I'll take it.
Dr. Chaos up 1 game over Mike Ross, but Mike Ross up 1 round in the 2nd game.
However, he adapted to what I was doing and did some tricky stuff to get in.
That's right here.
He had the...
he lines it up. Like, that's wrong. It's not going to be over.
Oh, he had the super, though. He could have super canceled. I'm sure that would have done it.
Wow, Dr. Chaos playing so strong. Mike's got to be heartbroken about that round.
Do you think there's a reason he didn't go for the super?
Amazing stuff. Let's see if Mike can mentally compose himself after that one.
During the actual match, I kept myself thinking of the matchup specifically. I said, I have to stay at a certain range because there's no move that Ken can do that'll hit me if I stand outside of his range, and I can just keep him out with some of my pokes.
And Mike grinding him down now with that hand pressure. Ken has no great answer except to possibly risk a Shoryu. And look at Mike Ross playing footsies.
Dr. Chaos got incredibly frustrated and backed himself into the corner under Mike Ross's footsies right there, and Mike Ross takes that game.
So I buckled down and remembered everything, every Xbox Live match. I was trying to remember all of that stuff.
The falling Honda there after that crumple with the fierce uppercut.
Three hits away.
That could be bad news.
Here it comes.
That's busy.
That fake cross-up has been a nightmare for Mike Ross in this match. He does very little damage.
Feels confident.
Anytime he won a round, I didn't think I might lose. I said I might lose if I continue to play like an idiot, and let him get away with the stuff he's getting away with.
Another near perfect for Dr. Chaos, and it's match point for him. Pushing Mike Ross to the corner right now. Uh-oh, fighting his way back out. Low jab in the hands. Another low jab in the hands.
And as I said, brilliant series there from Mike Ross.
Very close to dizzy. Very good read on the neutral jump right there. And blocking on the EX headbutt. Autocorrect
EX headbutt. And it was just some hands to kill him.
You saw that hand pressure scaring him. And as I mentioned, his only answer is to shore you. And Mike made it out correctly each time. Final round. The crowd is on their feet.
Mike Ross has a lot of fans.
It came down to the last game, last round.
Bang!
Right in the jaw. Oh. Is that a hoedown?
And he had a life lead on me.
What we might call a jamboree in some parts of our country.
It was nice, but the damage wasn't huge.
And I always tell myself, I don't care how much life my character has left. If I play solid and play correctly, I should still be able to come out and pull a win out.
He's getting very close to the corner where he got that hand pressure I was talking about.
Where he wants to be. Smart fly away. Catches the jump back. I think Mike Ross was going up to stop him from doing that, and it did not work out.
Yeah, that worked out really well for Doc Chaos. Don't jump! What are you doing, sir?
Chaos, maybe cracking mentally. Wow! Now it's on their feet. Crowd's getting ready to explode. What a way! Mike Ross, they're up on their feet. They're going nuts.
Good Lord, the cameras are on this dude right now. He is taking his appreciation from the crowd.
It may not look like much on the video, but there was a lot going on up here. And that's why I think I got excited after I beat him. gathered myself, and I even told myself when I was up there and I was losing, I said, this is why you got to show why you are who you are, and you can make comebacks, you know, by capitalizing on their mistakes. I'm tired of comebacks. I just wish that people would just let go of the stick, and I can just press as many buttons as I want one-handed, but, you know, they're fighting back. It's not that I'm making it hard on myself. This is just a tough competition, man. This is a really tough competition. I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm so excited. That's all I need. All right, man. Well, good luck. Hey, man, good shit. Hey, thank you. All right, guys, ready? Yeah. 1, 2.
Winners practice. Winners practice. Yes.
You've been waiting for and he's been waiting for. The challenger from California. Do you believe in Mike Ross? And his opponent from Japan, last year's champion. Give it up for the beast, Daigo.
You know, I play everybody from America, stuff like that all the time. I never get to play people from other countries. Not only will I play somebody from Japan, but he's the best player. I've been wanting to play him for 10 years, you know, basically. Ever since they introduced him, like, this is Daigo the Beast. And I've never played him once in my life.
Mike Ross is using a jumping fierce to float over those fireballs, and each draw first blood there with that hit. Shoryuken meeting giant hand from Honda. And there's Mike Ross. Oh, but he dropped a combo there, which could be a sign of some severe stress. EX hand. He's got a big advantage, but never count out Daigo. He's known for his unbelievable
Daigo
heartbreaking
unrelenting
comebacks.
in these attacks, almost as if it's on a timer.
Yeah. Wow, and that's going to be the ultra. Saying, I'm not afraid of your Honda, even in the corner. And
Daigo just chipping away to give himself that advantage now.
Wow, a nice reversal uppercut there, going the other way, and he closes it out.
You know, I was literally prepared, I feel, to the best of my ability on every match, except Daigo. That's when I completely lost focus.
Daigo really came back from a nice deficit, or from a severe deficit there.
You know, I prepared for everything. I wanted top 8. I had stayed focused in every match to get top 8. I wanted to play Daigo for 9 years. So when I actually got that opportunity, I was like, I can't believe this has happened. Because of how focused I was, you know, I got to this point, but now I don't know what to do with it.
Again with the throw.
Oh, just endless.
Disrespecting Mike here a bit. Oh, he needs to, oh no! Daigo saying, if you're not going to win, if you're not, oh! Perfect round from Daigo. Daigo untouched. Mike, usually a smiley, happy, excitable guy.
Beforehand, you know, everybody had some kind of advice for me, but the unanimous decision was, don't jump against Daigo, don't jump. And I told everybody, okay, but in my head, because I had been preparing so much, I said, I can jump on Daigo and get away with it. I know it because, you know, I haven't gotten this far from being an idiot.
Nope, you better believe that the other finalists are watching this match and are seeing, oh my God, what is this guy doing?
He seems to be in fine form.
He's all over Mike here. Wow, another brilliant read from Daigo. And really, Daigo has correctly anticipated almost everything Mike has done here so far.
And then after that, I cracked. All I did was jump and I died. Then they're like, see, I told you, but they don't understand what I was thinking before that.
It looks very bad for Mike at this point.
It is. He's down to his last breath. He can make something very magical happen in this situation against the Beast. Oh, that could be one. That's a great start to it. The big ultra combo. And now it's anybody's game. If
Was
Mike
he laying in
really
wait?
Oh, Mike went for the overhead.
It looked like something up.
Mike was ready to go for the big stomp overhead. Daigo just woke up with that EX Shoryuken. Oh no, that's a heartbreaker. Mike Ross now down to his last breath. Daigo with the cross up and a very dominating performance.
Well, I would have to say Mike stood his own against, yes, the Beast.
Indeed. Mike will be sent to the loser's bracket, so we'll hear from him again.
I expected a great player, and that's what I got. You know, I wasn't expecting to get, you know, destroyed. You know, like where it's like a perfect every game. Even I think he did get a perfect on me. It was almost like I wasn't even playing to beat him. I was actually playing just to see what he does when I do certain things. You know, I consider that a learning experience. And Daigo's without question the smartest player I've ever played against.
This is a loser's challenge, so whoever doesn't make it out, you know, they're out of EVO 2010.
Well, Mike Ross dizzy after that dominating. He's going to go straight for the demon, and I think that might close it out.
And just in time. He got up just in time to take that last beating.
Mike Ross with a little cute smile on his face saying, like, okay, cute move, Infiltration. He must not contend just with the Kuma covering. Oh, nice combo there from Mike Ross.
Back. All right.
And again, the big disadvantage for Akuma. And again, Infiltration there with some smart stuff, guessing that Mike was going to jump in. Mike's looking a little bit frustrated, but still playing his game. Nice comeback there by Infiltration. He's got Han in the corner, and that's going to be it.
Mike Ross.
And that is game 1 to Infiltration from Korea. A lot on the line here, and Mike Ross would really like to put his stamp down.
Still really having a little bit of a rough time against Infiltration. Oh!
That's Desperation Ultra there for Mike. That's not a good play. It does not pay off. So now Mike must win this last round, or he's fighting for his tournament life. He's got to be demoralized by that, but he's actually still very much in this one. He just needs to find his way forward. It's a nice EX headbutt.
Yeah, the opportunities are there against Infiltration. He's just not exploiting them.
Oh, so smart by Infiltration. And Infiltration grinds him out with that uppercut.
Mike Ross, an excellent showing this year.
That was an excellent showing.
And a big hand for Mike Ross!
I knew right away. I said, you know what? If I lose to this guy, it's okay, because this guy is outplaying me. He's playing so well, and I was just, like, I was giving him thumbs up during the match, because I was like, oh, that was smart. That was really smart. He played so well. I loved it. This is the best tournament I've ever been to.
In 4th place, hometown favorite, I believe it was Mike Ross!
For one, I did well. The second thing is I didn't lose to any American players. I lost to Daigo, who won the tournament, and Infiltration, the Korean player. The guys I lost to they were better players than me.
Unfortunately, you didn't make it as far as you wanted to. I mean, would have.
Oh no, I made it as far as I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to get top 8. That was my goal. So I did good. I'm happy right now. I'm feeling myself. Thanks. Oh, there you go, man.
Oh, you have to sign mine too.
You gonna come back next year?
I'm here every year. I'm here every year.
Yeah.
You're in there now. You know, I come back next year, and if I don't make it out of pools, which could happen, and everybody says, oh, he's terrible. And, you know, whatever. People always talk. But at least this year I proved that I'm not a joke. It has stayed in here.
So you're gonna hang it up?
You know, some people have suggested that I drill holes into it and get a gold necklace and hang it around my neck and walk around with it everywhere I go in the streets, which kind of seems like a good idea. But I don't know. Until I really feel confident and know what I want to do with this, I'm cool leaving it right here.
I always told my kids, I said, you know, just do something that you really enjoy doing, and someday somebody's going to pay you for it. Because you're going to get good at it. You'll be the best. I guess there's an old adage that says if you do something for 1 hour a day and you do it without hesitation, you're going to get great at it. And I don't know how much time Michael spends on this thing, but it's his passion.
And as you can see, this is the 4th gold TE stick ever made out of 24 because I got 4th place.
Yeah, I kind of thought just like every other parent, yeah, he's going to graduate from college, he's going to get a job and what he graduated in and go buy a house, get married, have a couple kids. Yeah, I thought all that idealistic stuff. I was kind of hoping for it, but hey, this is better. This is much better that he's doing something that he really enjoys. You know, obviously, that I lost my wife, dear mother, a couple years ago. Changes you, right? Gives you a different perspective than you might have had before.
I knew it was possible, but actually seeing it and actually getting it was like unreal. You know, because I knew how many good players were going there, and the fact that I was the one that like pretty much lucked out and got it makes me happy.
Oh, you worked for it.
I worked for it. Yeah, I worked my behind off for it. But the fact that that you know I didn't choke under pressure or anything and played perfect to my ability, you know, that makes me happy.
Mike doing well, not just well, but fantastically well at EVO there's always groups of players that are really good in their hometown, and then when they come out to play, like, you know, they get beat down. So if you can do consistently well in your area and then do consistently well at EVO, you are undisputably really fucking good.
After EVO, he's pretty much proven himself as one of the best players in the US, and I don't think there's really any way you can argue that right now.
Prior to EVO, they felt that I was just like a mediocre player, you know, who got lucky in all of my matches that I won. And then after EVO, they finally, like, they said, you know what? You're actually a really good player. You know, like, we respect you. I mean, not all. You know, some people still think I'm trash, and that's okay. You know, I think I'm trash. There's nothing wrong with that.
The only thing that he could have done better was win, but, I mean, you know, it's really not about winning because, okay, the guy that won, Daigo, like, well, Daigo won. Big surprise, whatever. Good for you, Daigo. But Mike getting 4th place is a way bigger deal. Or at least, yeah, that's how it is in, like, the Street Fighter sense.
So I've definitely seen, like, a growth in his confidence and, you know, just his overall happiness, I think, has grown from all of this.
I wanted top 8. I got top 8. Got 4th place. You know, let's hope I can get 3rd next year. Work from there. 3rd, 2nd. And, you know, on my best day, maybe even 1st.
Is that like a dream for you?
You know, the first one, I mean, I've completed like 2 in 1 tournament. 1 getting top 8 at EVO, 2 playing Daigo. The next one is going to Japan and just playing all those players. So hopefully I can make this like the best year of my life and go out there. It'll be great. You know, the comparison that I see with the stuff that we do is it's no different than skateboarding. You know, back in the 80s. You know, I was 3 years old watching Tony Hawk videos when he was a teenager and stuff, and that's how, of course, I broke my leg trying to mimic his moves. But you know, with Street Fighter, there was a cult following, you know, many years ago, even to today, that are that follow our videos and stuff like that. But look what skateboarding became with the X Games, and I don't see why ours shouldn't go in that direction. But it's really not up to me to make that happen. I'm just here playing the game.